Okay, so everyone who has joined us today, first of all, I hope you had a super delicious meal. And for everyone who's actually having Ramadan, I hope you have an amazing meal by the end of the evening. And in case you are celebrating Ramadan with your family, who is this girl? So I'm going to do all of that. But before that, I would love to hear about all of you guys. Tell me, are you a business owner, a startup owner, a founder? Are you a professional heading? Which industry are you in? Share it in the chat. I'm excited to hear it about you guys. This is your moment to tell everybody what you do as well. Take this as an opportunity and write it in the comment section. Which industry do you belong to, and how are you associated with that? Guys, I'm looking at the chat, and trust me, I am not getting any response. Now I do understand you guys would be super tired and it's a long event, but so much has been actually put in together by Exabyte. Let's just see how do we come in forward and help each other. So yeah, I love it. Lorraine has already started. So Lorraine, thanks for just motivating the team out here. I love that. We know she's in PR and MCing, and nobody can beat her in that. Awesome, awesome, guys. I can see many of. Okay, Keen, this one is for you. Superb food industry. Blush. Lovely, or Lorraine. Guys, I can see you are taking a little bit of time. Okay, corporate training and consultancy, education, health, food. That's not bad. So many of you are from training, food, and as well as skin, beauty, hospitality, hospital. Sorry. Okay, all these are manufacturing. That's lovely. Industry. Okay, holistic well-being, birth industry, childbirth education. Wow, that's fascinating. That's so many of you are here with different spectrums of life. And today when Nicole reached out to me, she talked about SMEs, and I have seen one of the core challenges that SMEs have faced specifically after pandemic is getting leads, rise in the business. Why is it? Because we've stopped meeting people. How we used to get introduced to new people in the network, how did we get introduced with just the right partners, collaborators? By going out. Maybe you go out, it's a co-working space, you meet the communities. There's a networking event, you go out, you hang out, you just meet new minds and new people, new professionals. And someday they either become your clients, your partners, your collaborators, or just your good, even amazing friends. And I'm sure all of you have some point of time experienced this. But ever since pandemic came in, how do we even get to solve that? How do we even get to meet those people even if we are not going out? There is no networking event. And even if there are Zoom sessions, you know it very well how exactly people get to know each other. Even if I'm asking you guys, you're so shy to even come forward. These all are basic but impactful troubles that SMEs and as well as large businesses have to face during this pandemic time. And as we are talking about branding, let me just share, how does branding play a role in my life? I mean, what is it to do with me at all? So today I'm sitting in Malaysia, Kuala Lumpur, looking out of my window. I can see the complete skyline and it looks amazingly beautiful. It's been 6 years, 6 whole year for me in this beautiful country. But how was it before that? And what was it like? Do you guys want to know a little bit about that? That why is she talking about branding? Do you want to know? Give me a yes, guys, if you want to know if that's something that's fascinating, or even a curious mind of yours is wondering. Okay, the whole factor why all this, why exactly I'm here and talking about branding is, I was born and brought up in India, and to a humble middle class family. resonate with you. Tell me in the comment section if you do. A very, very strict father. And as I grew up, there were things that happened. Like one of the most impactful incident, which changed my entire life journey, to say, was at the age of 16, when I had to go through a family loss. I mean, I kind of lost my father, and that was an incident where, from a notorious, I would say, adventurous girl, overnight, I had to just become the responsible one. And that happened. I mean, I don't know how it happened. It just happened overnight. I really don't, I feel that what I am today, if I have to give that transition, yes, that transition was a huge role to play in my life. I can't forget the day. It changed so much in me. And at the age of 17 is when I formed my first business back in India. It was doing well. However, of course, being naive, and at 17, I've got some amazing partners to help me grow the business. But at the same time, I had bigger dreams, bigger aspirations to grow and fly high. And indeed, that brought me to Malaysia. But when I came here, I knew nobody. It was a country which was full of amazing people, but what to do? I have not a single contact. All I know is I'm great at doing something, but nobody would actually trust me. Nobody would even believe in a newbie, or, in other words, an expat from another country. Though the country was wonderful, I had my fair share of challenges to grow my own work business out here. And to get clients to trust and believe, skill is not everything. There is a huge line of trust that plays a very important role. And for an Indian girl who came with so many dreams, today, if I have some amazing things to look back, being a TEDx speaker, being 100 most influential marketing leaders in Asia, also being an awarded entrepreneur in Malaysia, as well as my agency being one of the top ranked agency and awarded agency. All of this, if at all came my way, then I would say it was because of one silly thought of starting to document my journey hit my brain. At that point of time, I had no clue that I was getting my shoes into branding. It was just an innocent step to move all out of where I am and trying to put out myself with the wisdom and knowledge I had in the space of running my business and marketing. But I never wanted to put that on Facebook or Instagram because it was filled with my friends, it was filled with my cousins, my family members, and they had nothing to do with what I talk about. And indeed, I was kind of very shy at that point of time. I wouldn't say an introvert, but definitely an ambivert. And indeed, I thought, let's go to LinkedIn, a place where nobody knows me. And I only had about 398 connections or something at that point of time. And a beautiful place to hide out and also express what I'm learning every single week, what I'm experiencing every single week. And I kept on doing it. Today, if I just go back in the time and if I see those posts, nobody's even watching. And that was my motivation as well. Trust me, I loved that part when people weren't watching those posts. Little did I know that just after few months, I would get calls from US, from Brazil, from Australia, of people to collaborating and working together, as well as clients reaching out and saying, Kush, do you think you can consult us? And suddenly, TEDx knocking at my door. with Malaysia Social Media Week, speaking at Exhibite, and at almost more than 100 plus events so far in just 2.5 years of my journey of being on LinkedIn. And when I say about all these numbers, I would also put a little bit of perspective. For businesses or entrepreneurs like me, it's at the end of the day, how's the revenue like? We as a company established pretty much very, very new. Not even did we close our break evens, but instead made profits 10 times in just first year of our business with zero money invested in advertising. Zero. Of course, we were a startup. We didn't have that kind of a money, and it was a bootstrapped. I bootstrapped my own company. So I didn't had any investors. When I did that, the first year we were beautifully flying high and indeed all ready to gear for the second one. And this is how we grew year after year. Of course, pandemic did hit us, but we didn't have to retrench anyone. We didn't have to cut salaries. We didn't have to let anyone go. We could survive, we could meet break evens, but we didn't see the growth we could see. All of this, if I was ever blessed with, then I want to credit it to that stupid, silly thought of mine of just going, hiding away from Facebook and Instagram and writing on LinkedIn. With today, from 400 to 26,000 plus, I would say my family is on LinkedIn. I know and what I had done is what I'm here to share with all of you. So if you want to know how can you do that for yourself without spending a single penny on advertising, then I would love to hear it. Are you ready? Give me a ready in the chat box if you are ready to hear how did I do it for myself. I can see some of you are already super, super ready. That's amazing. I really love these readies coming. And as you are getting ready, let's look at where exactly are you on LinkedIn. You know, when it is about branding that sells, you might also be wondering, why am I even talking about LinkedIn? Now, of course, guys, I have a PowerPoint indeed, which I can share, or I can also show you live. But before that, let me tell you something. You can you meet the CEOs of the top organizations? Can you actually meet the founders? Can you meet the decision makers, the head of the departments anywhere outside right now? Even catching up with them on Facebook or Instagram, do you find it so easy? Are you able to connect with them, to stand out and just have that professional bond with them across network anywhere? But LinkedIn allows you. It allows you to not only find those people, but also reach out to them, build a bond and a relationship. I was able to connect with some of the brightest minds across the nation, like Naveen Jain, who is a billionaire based out of US working with Elon Musk today. Ron Malhotra, who is again a millionaire from Australia and has been working on empowering individuals. Amazing people like Azran Oman Rani and HP to my podcast, live LinkedIn show, having them who are the founders, CEOs of AirAsia and Lazada. So all of this was possible. But today, if you are on LinkedIn, let's just quickly find it out. Are you on LinkedIn? There are three types of people on LinkedIn for me, which I always feel. First, and the primary type inform every now and then, but can tend to just like but not comment, do not create. They're like ghosts, they're everywhere. They do give their presence sometime by moving a few objects, but never come forward. I know that sounds funny, but that's how it is. And the third, which is the active ones, where you go on the platform, you do engage, you do a lot of things like content curation, connecting with people, and all of these things. Tell me in the comment section right here, right now, which one are you? Are you a passive one, which is like almost forget your password every single time? Someone who is a ghost audience, or an active one? I can see passive is coming in. Yay, Laureen, it's time for you to get active now. Indeed, a lot of people need others, guys. I can see so many of you out here. So, for the ones who are active, for the ones who are passive, and for the ones who are ghost, I've a proprietary curated funnel which I will unveil today in this session to all of you, that how exactly can you win your brand without spending a single penny on LinkedIn. But before that, I would love to check with the Exabyte team. Guys, how much time do I have? Because I know we were quite extending from the first session, so that I can plan it.
You have about 10 minutes left.
Okay, that's quite bad. Okay, guys, we have 10 minutes. Let's do it. Let me just quickly share the funnel with you of what exactly you can immediately go after the entire program finishes and start executing it for your profile. I'm going to be fast because I want to really make sure that you can make those changes and impacts to your life immediately. Now, as I'm going to share my screen, I hope you guys can see my screen. So, how to win your brand on LinkedIn? This is a funnel which is curated by myself, and indeed the first and the most important thing, the level one. I'm sure you have amazing marketing and sales head here who would understand what funnel is. For the ones who are new to this, let me just tell you, it's all about acquiring customers, clients, partners, collaborators for your business and departments. So the most important thing is, when you were before pandemic going all out to meet in a networking event, let's just take that as an example. Okay, I'm sure it will be it is something that you might have done once in a lifetime or planning to do, is going to the networking event. Don't you make sure that you look right, like you have your hairs done, you're wearing the right accessories, you're wearing the right outfit, and looking indeed more approachable, presentable, and clean for that networking event? Give me a yes, guys, if you would do that for yourself. Indeed, when you go all out in that networking event, would you actually go in your pajamas to that networking event? Imagine. If not, then why exactly would you not be dressed well to a to someone who is ready to make money for you, even when you are sleeping, even when you don't have a website or any other social presence? That's your LinkedIn profile. Anybody who is searching for your name. So guys, let me just go a little bit live here. Indeed. Okay, quickly I would go live here, and if I just go, and if you guys just go and write my name, Khushboo Nangalia, though if that sounds complicated, guys, remember me as Kush, not my website or anything. It's the LinkedIn profile which comes up the first, guys. This is the LinkedIn profile that pops in at the top, the first thing that people see. Now, I'm not sure why is it showing a bad request out here. This is quite strange. I hope LinkedIn has not got hacked. Like, so many websites are getting hacked nowadays. Oh, okay, there was some issue. There is some auth wall. Okay, let's see, guys. So when you click, actually, it takes you to the LinkedIn profile, and this is how it looks like immediately. It is a free website for yourself, and you don't have to pay a single penny. And everybody who comes on your website, on your landing page, can see what exactly you do. So with my photograph, with my cover photo, conquer growth with LinkedIn marketing and modern sales. And just a quick look, if you didn't believe me when I was saying, just imagine, guys, with this network, so many people are coming day by day. More than 5,000 people visit my LinkedIn profile, 5,375 to be precise, and I'm showing that number right in front to all of you. And this is how a post engagement can go for you. A post that was done and it got 67,000 people to view it, with more than 1,300 people plus 365 people to engage with it. This is the power of LinkedIn. I didn't know it, trust me, until I tried it for myself. So everything that I'm saying is what I have done. So today, when you're getting ready for that networking event, why aren't you getting ready for someone who is ready to make money for you, which is your own LinkedIn profile? So the first thing is, when people search for you on LinkedIn, they must be able to find you, or they search for you on Google, which is a common tendency. Anybody will hear about you, they will search for you on Google and go further, right? And if they are able to land up to your LinkedIn page, they must be able to know what you do. So LinkedIn profile, unless you look right, people cannot relate with you. Then LinkedIn content. Now when they come on your profile, how exactly once they connect with you? So if you go on anyone's profile, this blue button will read as connect. And once you're connected with that person, now that's not where the relationship ends. You have to remind that person. Now let's go back to the networking example. You went to the networking event, you got the name card. Either the name card gets lost, which is the case with me 90% of the time, so I always connect with people on LinkedIn. But if you're someone who takes it carefully and drops a WhatsApp message saying, hey, hi, we met, that was your first touch point. Then after a few days you will again try to touch base, but isn't it too odd to always drop a WhatsApp message and remind that person of your presence? Instead, if you curate content, so let's just say, for example, you are in food business, as many of you are. What if you talk about your industry? What's happening in your industry? What if you are a trainer and you actually share some tips, some hacks of your industry of training, whether you are a life coach, business coach, personal coach, or a fitness coach? Everybody. It is a platform no more for job seekers. It is a platform for decision makers, for professionals who are looking for other professionals to grow. And today in this world, even a homegrown business or a baker can grow his or her business collaborating with a corporate business. So don't think that today, if you are in a creative space, LinkedIn is not for you. I know people who are in fitness, comedy, dance, who are making dollars on LinkedIn. If you want to know more, get in touch with me on LinkedIn and I would be happy to share with you. So curate that content and give people who connected with you a mild reminder of what you do, why you do, and showing your expertise. Third, LinkedIn connection. So today you are getting traction. People are visiting to your profile. You're building a content to just remind them of your presence. And slowly and steadily, as you remind them of your presence, many of them will start trusting you more, will start believing in you more. So that means they'll come to the level two. Then you start increasing your network base by connecting with people. And when you are connecting with people, just always make sure that you drop a personalized invite and not just hit the connect button. There is an option to drop a personalized invite. Of course, with respect to time, I'm unable to share all of these things live, which I would have loved to, guys, definitely. But yes, please share a personalized invite that puts you out there and differentiates you from everybody else on the platform, because more than 95% of the people are just hitting the connect button. And today, if you just look at this, my network, I have more than 387 connections pending, is because of one primary reason. Indeed, the people who have reached out, they are reaching out without any connection message, and I don't know why exactly are they reaching out. And that's a concern and a problem which every leader, decision maker, thought leader, professionals have out there, because on LinkedIn we are limited with only 30,000 connections. Today I'm on 26 already, so I only have 4,000 to go. After that I won't be able to connect with people. So that's why it's not unlimited, and that's why we want to be careful with who we connect with, but not so stingy that we don't connect with people we don't know, because it is a networking event happening online with more than 750 million people to reach out to, and 5 million alone in Malaysia. So to all my friends, I want to tell you, more than 60% of the Malaysian decision makers are on LinkedIn, and that's your battleground to go in this pandemic and not miss the networking events fun by building that relationship which is even stronger than that networking event. And trust me, I've done both of them, and I can tell you, networking event, I have not got more than one or two clients ever, but LinkedIn, I can't count on my fingers. 90% of my clients are from there. So I'm not saying networking event is bad, or it's not work, it didn't work for me. That's what I'm saying, it didn't work well for me. So once you build that connection, the community, because unless you have those people, you don't have the voice, the credibility. You must have that call to action. What should people do next? Like for example, I'll just take you to my profile. I have call to action in a way where you can either hit the connect button, or you know what I'm here to do, or this featured segment, which is I have programs and workshops which I highlight here every now and then, which people can click, like Killing It on LinkedIn workshop, which has already been taken by more than 800 people by now. And these 800 people who have gone through these workshops are from almost 9 different countries. So all these things, if ever I got to experience, was because of this exact funnel which I had implemented for myself. I first prepared my profile, started curating content consistently. So, guys, that's one very important thing. Always curate and get into this game of building a branding that can sell. Without consistency, they cannot. And eventually connected with amazing minds across the globe and had the right call to action. So, I'm going to give you one big hack, guys. This cover photo is your lead gen machine, and this machine can generate leads for you even when people don't know what you do, by just coming and identifying it. So have your call to action very well highlighted here, and as well as in your featured segment. Of course, there is so much more that you can do with the platform out here, but indeed, if you follow this for the starters, and if you are a passive user, doing consistently for just 2 months will show you results. And I'm not saying this because it worked out for me in 2 months. No, it didn't work out for me in 2 months, but I can say it'll work out for you, because now on the platform there are more people than there were when I started my journey. So it's easier than ever. But at the same time, let me tell you, only 1% of the people on LinkedIn are curating content at this point of time. Rest 99% of the people are just watching. So if you want to be that 1%, then this is your moment, because you don't want to regret after a few years, or even to say just 1 year, where you would feel the fear of missing out. Because today, LinkedIn is what Facebook was about 5 years ago. Not indeed crowded, and absolutely full of value, quality audience, as well as high generating traffic. So, this was my quick take on the entire LinkedIn funnel. And indeed, that's how you can build one for yourself. Of course, with respect to timing, guys, you can very well go all out and get connected. And I would love to connect with all of you on LinkedIn, because I keep on sharing such tips and hacks of how you can grow your LinkedIn profile, how you can grow your marketing, and indeed the reach outs. And in case you want to keep learning, just follow me or connect with me on LinkedIn, and I am happy to share with all of you. Over to you, Lorraine. Thank you so much.
All right, thanks, Kush. Oh, I love your presentation. It came from the heart, and I just absolutely love that. It was enjoyable. It was fun to listen to, and I think it's so relatable on many levels. Also, ironically, I realized that we are not connected on LinkedIn, so I went ahead and sent you, an invite.
Okay, is that so? Okay, oh yeah, I got it. Okay, guys, Lorraine, can you allow me for a second to just share screen?
Sure, go right ahead.
If that's okay.
Sure.
Okay, guys, so this is the message. See, Lorraine did it. So this is what you want to do. You want to associate yourself with a message. She was amazing. And she took action immediately, right here, right now, guys. And I think that we also have Nazir among the crowd. I have that feeling. Oh, yeah, he is. Kudos to Nazir as well. He wrote the event. Awesome.
I see Kit as well. Kit is in our audience, if I'm not wrong.
Oh, wow. Okay, guys, that's beautiful. I would love to connect. Hey, Kit said yes. Hey, Kit, thank you so much for connecting. I'm going to hit the connect button to all of you. And indeed, thank you for having me, Lorraine. It's always wonderful to get associated with Exabyte and bring the value we can.
Likewise, we feel the same about you. Now, Coach, I'm going to let you off right now. And of course, hopefully we get to see you in person. I think a hug is long overdue at this point already. So until I see you in person, please take care and enjoy the rest of your day. I'll see you later. All right, bye.
Bye.
Exabytes. Grow your business online.